Okay. Yeah, thank you very much for joining us for this webinar this morning. I hope you're all fine and had a good start in this very unique expo and fair we are having in the next 4 days. We are happy to welcome here to our tax compliance in SAP topic, where we would like to show you, if you are running SAP, we are an IT company, how and what you should look at and how you could make your SAP system tax compliant for the Latin American business. And we will give you some data and insight into that. All right, let me start to give you some information about our company. We are a company based in Vienna, Austria. The company was established in 2004 by 11 consultants that joined and created this company in order to provide business in a way they wanted to do to their customers in a different way than they were used before. In Latin America, we are acting and operating since 2009 officially. Obviously, our project started already 2 years earlier in 2007. Our branch is based in Brazil, in Vinhedo. You will see that in a minute on a slide. And yeah, this is how we attend our Latin American customers. Our company is a medium-sized company, owner-managed. All of our owners are still in the business, so we are very much hands-on with a lot of experience and can bring that to our customers. Today, we have around 160 employees worldwide, divided into separate branches. And we are also a very strong partner of SAP. We've been partner of the year in the years 2015 and 16 and also in 19. In Brazil, we are a partner of the ecosystem in Brazil, and we have very tight bonds to SAP in order to make sure that the solutions of SAP get to the customer in the way they should, and they really bring benefit to your company. That's our main target. As I said before, we are Austrian-based in Vienna with our main branch headquarter with around 100 people there. We have a small branch in Stuttgart, Germany. That's where I am based as well. And that's only a small branch with about 10 people. We have a branch in Vinhedo in Brazil, which is our Latin American office with around 40 people. And we have a branch in Valencia in Spain, where Felipe will say a little bit about it in a minute in his presentation, where he is responsible for. And that's how we attend our customers. And we really focus on attending the Latin American countries, Spanish-speaking, Portuguese-speaking, to make sure that your SAP system gets up and running smooth and solid, and that you really are compliant with the legal regulations. Some customers, big names you may have seen before, trust us in our service, and we have done projects with them and also doing support. Just to give you some references, I think this is worth looking at. We've done about 30+ rollouts into Latin America so far, so we gained quite some experience. We have about 45 consultants in the Latin American area, which are attending our customers, both in projects and also in support. And we have more than 45 support customers, which we are attending in the daily business with AMS contracts, and they count on our support here. Just a little overview about which branches and countries we are attending. Obviously, since we are an Austrian-based company, a big part of our customers is in Austria. That's natural, but then the neighbor country, Germany, where I'm from, actually, we have a lot of customers as well, because they are very close together. And then since we started our business in Latin America, we have the major part of our customers in Brazil and a few customers in other countries. We are attending mostly industry, but we are not restricted to it. We have also a significant number of customers in professional services and other branches. What do we do? We are specialized in SAP. We are trying to get the SAP ERP system up and running in our customers. And beyond the projects which we are providing, we do not just want to do the projects. We go beyond that. We want to be the partner of the companies long-term, partner, and our commitment is a long-term and collaborative partnership, and that's what we try to achieve, the common goals and whatever goes beyond. Go stands for the prototypes, the gap analysis, the implementation, and the discussions we have with the customer to get the best solution for the customer. Live obviously is the going live of every project, and also the hypercare which comes with it, so that we make sure after go live that the system is up and running fine. And beyond that, we are offering support, AMS contracts. We are offering information services so that you get updated, especially with regards to the legal changes that the Latin American countries, especially Brazil, is providing all the time. And we provide localized solutions, all based on SAP, but SAP is not 100% equipped with everything that's needed in these countries, and that's where we step in and offer solutions. We do project management, of course, within our projects for rollouts, technical and organizationally. We are providing localization topics, especially focus we have obviously on Brazil, because that's the most complex country, but we also do in Mexico, in Argentina, in Colombia, in Chile, and further countries in Latin American area. We are providing support beyond the projects or beside the projects. And a special topic which is growing more and more in all countries in the world is the digital compliance topic. That's where Felipe's special knowledge lies, and where he will tell you something about after my presentation. And it goes into e-invoicing documents, legal reporting solutions, and so on. Projects we did so far in Brazil since 2007. We are doing since 2007 in Brazil, but we are also doing projects in other countries. They are listed all here in the Latin American countries. We have done in Brazil more than, or a total of 29 rollouts. Most recent rollouts, one is currently in progress at one of our customers this year. And we have quite a list of projects which we can also present as a reference. In all these countries, we made sure that the tax compliance is achieved, and that the tax reporting and e-invoicing and everything is working fine within these countries, within these companies. Same applies to the rollouts we did so far to other Latin American countries, total of 12, and you can see here the list of customers we have been able and the pleasure to attend so far. It is our goal to be your trusted advisor. So whenever you need something in Latin America and SAP, that you can count on us, and we will help you find the best solution, especially in the topics of taxes and invoicing, which are very localized in these countries here. This is a small example how we run projects. It is an important information to you that we have resources to attend these projects in both sides of the ocean. So we have resources with the knowledge that is required in Europe, where we can attend the headquarters of our customers, which are all customers with headquarters in Europe or abroad, and branches in the Latin American countries. But then we have the resources also locally in Brazil, in Argentina, and with partners in other countries, where we can give the service to you on site. So this is something we can build the bridge between your headquarters and your branches in the Latin American countries. And this for some companies is quite an important aspect, because you have global templates. You need to configure your system and your tax determination and your invoicing, which is localized into your global template. And this is really the expertise we can provide, and which puts us a little bit apart from our competitors, where we can bring the benefits for you. The global template, whenever we are doing rollouts or projects, including the tax determination and invoicing topics, is usually provided by the customer in headquarters. It already exists, and we step in to bring in the localization aspects for all the countries. This is mainly related to the modules that have localization Tax determination is usually being done in the logistics modules like vendors and sales and purchase. But we also have finance and issues, banking configuration, legal reporting, e-invoicing, taxes, etc. We are providing project management so that we make sure that the project is running well, always in cooperation with the customer. And we can also provide support for further modules if the customer has no resources to do it. Usually non-localized resources are done by our customers itself. This also applies to data migration and the developments where the companies usually have their own resources. And after that, the LATAM support activities through an AMS contract we are offering as well. This is a small table which shows a little bit the complexity. So from in terms of localization, when I'm talking about localization, this is usually tax determination, tax compliance, e-invoicing. Brazil for sure is the most complex country in the Latin American area. And that also reflects in the hours, number of days we need in order to provide a project here. After Brazil, from our experience, it is Argentina, then comes Mexico, then comes Colombia and Chile and other countries. This is in terms of complexity and tax rules, which we are facing in the Latin American countries. We have 13 consultants in Europe. We have about 30 here in Brazil. And we have one consultant in Argentina, based in Argentina. We work with partners in the other countries. And that's about it, what PHORON does and how we try to bring your system up to speed in tax compliance for the countries, for the Latin American countries. Yeah, thank you very much. And Felipe, if you would take over, please, and continue, that would be great.
Yeah, thank you so much, Jörg, for your very interesting presentation. I'm gonna take the presentation, 1 second. Take over.
Yeah.
So probably I will have it switch, but 1 second.
I can see your screen already.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah,
Skip that.
But it's the PowerPoint program. It's not the presentation itself.
Yeah, 1 second. Why I cannot hear? So 5. Now, so sorry. Now I will going to switch. Cambiar. Yeah.
Perfect.
So yeah. Thank you, Jörg, for your presentation again, and thank you so much to the audience for watching us. So it's a pleasure for us to introduce our company and the service that we are offering to all of our customers. So in my part of the presentation, I will give you a short overview of our global digital compliance partnership package. Of course, with the goal to keep your SIP system compliant with the tax authority in Latin America, but also worldwide. Okay, this is the main message what I want to give you. We are not going to go in details of each country, but I will give you a short overview of our service that we are offering to you. So yeah, my name is Felipe Borges de Carvalho. I'm a Brazilian. I lived, well, many years in Germany, 13 years in Germany, 4 years in Austria, Vienna, and now I'm living here in Spain, Valencia, where I'm responsible for the branch of our company I'm responsible for, and also for the topic digital compliance. So everything regarding digital compliance normally comes to us. Yeah, well, then let's start with the presentation. Most of you for sure doesn't know this solution, what I'm showing here. What is the SIP document compliance solution? The SAP document compliance solution is the standard solution for exchange or to exchange legal documents between taxpayer and the tax authority. Mainly, the documents are electronic invoice or e-deliveries, but it could be also other kinds of documents. Now can be transferred to the tax authority. But mainly this solution is focused on the electronic invoice and the e-delivery. As you know, here in Mexico, for example, you have the CFDI. In Brazil, you have the Nota Fiscal. In Argentina, you have the AFIP electronic invoice. But also in Europe, you have different formats here. You have PEPL, you have the Fattura PA in Italy, you have in Hungary, the online electronic invoice. And all these formats are supported by this standard solution. So I'm not going to go in details about the product, but this is the central solution of the SAP for electronic invoice today and the future. So, and I'm not trying to sell to you the document compliance solution, but I want that you understand why this is the SAP strategy and why your company should follow this one. So probably your company is acting globally now. So you have different branches in different countries. So and now in each country you have to issue electronic invoice. In Mexico you have electronic invoice. In Peru you have electronic invoice. In Brazil you have electronic invoice. Now imagine your company using different local solutions. So even also in Europe. So your IT department has a huge problem to keep this compliant because they are different solutions, third-party solutions. How to keep this compliant? You need a big IT department to keep this running. So then SAP, the idea of SAP is to create one single solution that cover all the countries. Of course, not all the globes will be covered with this solution, but the most important countries will be. And this is the strategy. One single solution for all countries. This means when you have a problem in Mexico, in Brazil, your IT guy, for example, here in Europe, will receive this error or the problem you are having here with electronic invoice, and he's going to understand not the content, but at least your IT guy will know to whom redirect this problem. No? And this is the main advantage. The same situation we have also here in Europe for different countries, for example, Hungary, Italy, Spain, and so on. No? Well, yeah, and this is the main strategy. So that I want to show. I don't want to go so deep in detail. You have only one transaction. This means it's one window where you have all electronic invoices separated by countries. And this is really, really helpful for the key user because you have only one solution, one window, no? One cockpit is called, and yeah, and your IT guys in Europe or somewhere, in case of problem, can support the key users easily. So yeah. So, and the main message I want to give you now, different countries, different solutions. With the SAP, you're going to have one single solution. But for this, you need also a long-term partnership now, and this is what we are intending to explain to our customers. So now we want to be your single point of contact. For example, you want to implement the electronic invoice in Mexico, the CFDI, and maybe your company has the necessary know-how, but you don't have the resource. And we can implement this for you because we have the necessary expertise for each country in Latin America and also in Europe. And we implemented this for you to keep your, of course, your business running. So as you are used to, but using a single solution provided by SAP. We have the second topic here, we have the qualified resources for the SIP document compliance and the SIP CPI. I don't want to go in details. If you have questions, you can come later on. But we have the qualified resources. Okay, our company, we have consultants that are working constantly to keep the electronic invoice running in different countries. So we are offering, as Jörg mentioned in his presentation, we have a second level technical support. So in case of problems, you can contact us and we are going to support you. And of course, we want to reach a long-term implementation plan with you. So this means we can plan a roadmap for 2021. We are going to implement Mexico, Brazil, and Argentina, for example. No? So we can support you. First, important that we create here an implementation plan. This will ensure that we have resources for you. So, and of course, this is a win-win situation because we are helping you to keep your system compliant. So, and so that you can focus in your core business, that is selling your products. So, yeah, let's continue. This is the package what we are offering now to our customer. Here on the left side, you see we have the qualified resource. Here in the next one, we have the second level support. This means in case you have issues with the electronic invoice in Mexico, you can send to us an email and our team will support you. Also in Argentina or also in Europe, we are going to support you. We have the qualified resource for you. And this is a very interesting product that we are offering also to our customers. That is a monthly info email. So your SIP, or better, the laws in each country is constantly changing, no? Especially for the electronic invoice. So every 2 or 3 years, there are countries that are changed twice per year. So and your SIP has to be updated, or the SIP document complies. And we send a monthly email with the upgrades, the necessary upgrades to your company. Okay, this is a very good summarized email, include what you have to do to keep your system compliant, or you get in contact with us. But I will explain this topic later on. Yeah, with that, you can save money. So, yeah, this is our document compliance planning approach. So we are going to have an annual planning. So to see which country you want to implement for year 2021, for example, we are going to implement this here. And then afterwards, we are going to have on-demand support. This is the support IMS that Jörg mentioned in his presentation. And but also we are going to perform a monthly planning review because things can happen. Like nowadays we have the pandemic, the coronavirus, and of course the planning changed in many of our customers, and the countries postponed the mandatory dates as well. For example, Italy, it's a good example. They postponed to 2021. So now, and this is our info email. What I said, we sent to you a summarized upgrades of each country in a single email. Your team decide if you prefer your IT team should implement this upgrade, or if you don't have resource available right now because they are doing other tasks, you can contact us and we implement this for you. So then come the next step, is implementation, test, and go live. This is our approach, and this is what we are offering. And this is really high demanded at the moment, this product. So these are the countries that we are offering. So, or not us, we are offering is wrong. I'm sorry. This is the SIP. We are using the SIP document compliance solution. And these are the countries that are supported right now. You have here the list. So Europe as well, and Asia, some countries are also supported. You are going to use a standard solution for your SIP and not a third-party solution. So, and then you have the next countries. I have to also to update because there are more countries, but these are the next country that will be released by the SIP. And so on this way, you can ensure that your business is going to get running. So your sales, you can continue performing your business, your core business that is selling your product. So, and this SIP solution is supporting you. And we as PHORON have the necessary know-how now to implement this and to help you to keep your system compliant. So, yeah, good. So this was my last slide. This is my contact data. And I would like to give the control again to Jörg Gerdiken. He is going to have the last word. Thank you so much and see you soon. Jörg?
Yeah, thank you very much, Felipe, for your presentation. Hopefully all the visitors, the spectators of our webinar today were able to understand how we approach the topic of tax compliance and in the Latin American countries. So in maybe some general words about this too. SAP, the companies that are running SAP is able to determine all the taxes in its standard version. So what we are doing is the configuration. So whenever there's no point of not doing tax determination in SAP, because that what the standard SAP configuration can do. What is important in these Latin American countries, and this is what you probably have realized and already know, that it's all going to electronic data exchange, and this is where we are really supporting you so that the authorities always get the right reports. And this starts in very complex countries such as Brazil, where we have the SPAT reporting, which is monthly or yearly, where we have special rules for transfer price, where we have import processes and registrations you have to do. So there's a whole bunch of electronic invoice reporting which you have to do to the government, and this is what we are trying to set up together with you guys so that you are always compliant and bring the data at the correct time with the correct content to the government to avoid fiscalization and to avoid penalties from the governments. And Brazil, as I said, most complex, but then also Argentina, electronic invoicing using the AFIP connection. It's all basically done in SAP and can be done in SAP if you have the right experience. SAP in Brazil, there is a third-party messaging system which you use to make contacts for invoicing with the government service. In all the other countries, it is all done out of SAP through web services or whatever kind of technology we have behind there. We are talking about a centralized exchange platform in SAP as well, which is supporting in that. So all these electronic data exchange is being standardized and being supported by that. And we would like to give you the confidence that if you run SAP, that you can do it in your countries. There is no major risk if you do it in the right way. To do it in the right way, we are here to help you to get this done. And whenever you have questions on details, also on more country-specific details, maybe if you have questions about SPAT reporting in Brazil or AFIP in Argentina or GIAN in Colombia, please just come to our stand, to our booth. You can find us in the German pavilion or in the consulting and finance pavilion, and we are happy to answer any questions to you and even make a one-to-one contact so that we can discuss this issue further. I was just thinking, Rita, is there a chance to get questions here, or is that not foreseen in this session? Just wondering. We are about to have fulfilled the 30 minutes. We have 2 minutes left, I think. So yeah.
Something in chat. Could you please let me check here if it's something in chat?
There are no questions yet. So if anybody wants to put any question to us at this moment, please use the chat function and just give it a go.
You can get questions, but we don't have yet. There are no questions. Jörg,
we have
until
1
we
minute
have.
left to go, so.
Yes, guys. So the presentation of the we have presented today, or these slides are available in our stand, right, Jörg?
That's it. We will. It's not yet, but right after this webinar, we will upload them, and you can download them also on our stand.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, everybody who's listening to us, thank you very much for your attention. I hope we were able to give you some insight in this topic, and whenever you have questions, come back to us. Thank you very much.
Bye.